What's up, guys? Back with another Honest Guys review with the answers to the questions that you really want to know, not just stats you can look up on the internet. I hate looking up things, so here's an average review. Today I'm going to tell you how I chose the running pack that I did and the Salomon pack, because if you are new into the pack industry or you're new to long distance running and you want a pack, you realize there's hundreds of companies to choose from, and then inside those companies there's hundreds to choose from. And it literally took me a month. So I'm going to give you a month's worth of research. I'm going to break it down, and that will make your life easier. And if it does, just please give the video a thumbs up. So the brand that I went with was the Salomon, okay? And I went with the Advanced Skin 5. And when I looked on there, I'll get to all the pieces and the parts in a second, but I'll tell you where I first started. I like nice things, so I generally won't be cheap. I'm not like a cheap kind of guy. I like to buy something and have it be quality. But what I realized was that all of the Salomon packs were really of great quality, their reputation. That's kind of why I went with them. Then you realize that once you have these packs, they're all good. Now what's changing the price point? What's the difference between the Advanced Skin 12, the Advanced Skin 5, the Sensi Fit, all these other things? Their website is like the Cheesecake Factory. And then you go on YouTube and everyone's comparing and they never really give you a really good review. So it really is up to you. So I'm just going to tell you like what my needs are. And then if our needs align, you'll see that might be good enough for you. So first and foremost, something I never really knew was what is like the 5L, the 12L, all these L's mean. That's really the capacity. What do you need? And I think right now on Salomon, you can go all the way up to the Advanced Skin like 12. And at first I'm like, I like nice things. I'm going to get the 12. And it wasn't until I did some research, talked to some people, they're like, that might be a little bit of overkill for you. And you might want to just try something like the Advanced Skin 5. And I am so glad that I did for my particular needs. Right now, I'm training for 100K. My long runs right now between 18 and 20 miles. And this Advanced Skin 5 has been more than I've needed, even as far as like what I can store and the volume of liquid I can carry and things like that. If I was going to be advanced packing or really going long distances or overnight, that's really the only thing that I could possibly think of needing the Advanced 12 for. Maybe a long unsupported race, maybe you're doing Cocodona or something like that, but like if you're going to be doing 50, 100, even 100-miler where there's going to be aid stations regularly, or you're going to be able to see your crew regularly to switch out liquids and stuff, I really can't see a need to go over the 5 in my opinion. Now some differences in the 5, actually I have some packs in here, I have some goos in here. There's only one zipper pouch, so I've seen people like complain that on this side there's a zipper pouch, but on this side there is not a zipper pouch. This one you could kind of just get your hand in, it's plenty. To be honest, I don't like the zipper pouch because it's big and like it kind of like flops around. When I'm running, I don't want anything jiggling, running around, and we'll get to that because I really thought that that was going to be something I didn't like about the pack. But this thing is huge. Like I can carry my phone, gels inside the zipper, my key, anything I need. Behind that pack, there's another pocket right here that goes pretty much all the way around to the back. All the way around, literally all the way around. This is the back. It goes 360 all the way around. I can't even imagine what I might want to throw in there. And then on the opposite side, we have another little pack. There's just so much. I'm in the winter right now, and I've overdressed, and I've taken off a wool hat, gloves, another shirt. It would be hard for to pack this out because without not only just those packs, right? Not only just those packs, but then inside here, it's essentially like a backpack. It's huge. And this is where I threw my jacket and stuff. This is also a place where I guess you could put a bladder. They come with like a bladder insulator. I'm not really a bladder and a straw kind of guy. It doesn't come with that, but you could throw it in here. And they have a really, really deep one. So you can see the deep pack, and it's got this like little mesh on the back. We'll talk about the back in a second. And then there's like a more like a little shallower one up in the top here. So, long story short, guys, tons and tons of storage. The next thing I was really concerned about was the fit. I used their guide, so they tell you to measure your chest, and if you are a female, there's different sizes. Obviously, we're shaped differently, so make sure you get the man or the woman. I pretty much measured across my chest just like they instructed. I was on the higher end of the large, maybe even into the extra large, but I've been losing weight dramatically since I started running. So I pretty much measured that also too with my jacket and a sweatshirt, like pretty much the bulkiest clothes I would wear. And I would say if you're on the cusp and you're light and you think you might gain weight, go up a little bit more. If not, go down a little bit more. But this is the large, and like I said, I was on the higher end. And right now you could see, here's the tightening setting. I still have all of this, right? And I'm pretty much all the way across to here. It fits perfect, guys. It doesn't bounce. It doesn't jiggle. There's another tightening down here on the bottom. It fits good. Now, I will say this back part, it might get a little bit warm in the summer. I've only had it now in the winter. My back along my spine definitely does sweat. I've heard of people like removing this inner pocket. I'm not really ready to cut this up yet, but I mean, it's going to get warm, but not, I don't know. I was worried about things. I was worried about it being constrictive or bouncing and jiggling, chafage. I have over 100 miles on this right now. Granted, I have been wearing full jackets and stuff, so the chafe may not, be there yet, and we'll see about that in the spring. But I guess if you really just need a pack for, 10, 15, 20-mile runs, like this, you don't need the 12, in my opinion. The 5 is going to do just fine. Let's talk about next the water bottles that Salomon sends, because, Jesus, there's like 5 different water bottles to choose from, and I'll show you the ones that come with this pack and the pros and cons, and maybe if I'm going to get different bottles to add to this. So here's a picture of the bottle, right, that comes with it. It's a hydro pack. This one says approximately 15 fluid ounces or 500 milliliters for the people that are not in the States. Some things that I was thinking about in my research. I know they have a bottle, I don't know the name of it, that has like a hard bottom on the bottom of it. I think that's the one that actually comes with the 12. And it's supposed to like slide it into your vest a little bit easier. But I heard that people have been chafing. That bottom has just been rigging. And I think Salomon added a pack. Just do your research on that. Just be cautious of that. As far as like, does that as a game changer? I haven't tried it, but I don't have any difficulty getting these things in when they're full. I pretty much get them in 3/4 of the way. I jiggle the vest down, and then there's this awesome little strap on the top of the pack that hooks around so that as it empties, it doesn't fall into the vest, which I was a little worried about, but I saw that on a review. So it stays in place. It's not that, if it was empty, probably a real big pain in the ass to get in there. Half full, probably a pain in the ass to get in there. Full, like I said, I drop it in 3/4, jiggle it a little bit, and it's all the way in. As far as the top, I know they have one that has a bigger top. This will fit like, you can see like, I guess it's maybe like 1 inch across. So for like my electrolytes that has a small scooper, easy. My longer enduro stuff that has like maybe like a tablespoon scooper, one of those bigger ones, it's about as wide as this, a little bit of a pain in the ass, but just get yourself a little tiny funnel. I don't think I need one of those big mouth ones to clean this. Really, really hot water. I shake it around. Not a big deal. My kids have like one of those little bottle trees. I let it dry. I don't put it in the dishwasher. I don't know if you should or not. But like the little top, it hasn't bothered me yet. And I've put everything in there. To drink out of them, super like, I didn't know how this works, right? These are all new to me. So it's not like your standard bottle top where like you pull the top and then you squeeze and then you pop the top. Like I was worried about like this thing splashing up all over my neck. It's not like that. It's got this cool little feature where you pretty much just give a little bit of compression. So with your tooth, I don't want to say you bite it, but like you kind of squeeze it with your teeth. That opens the bottle. So essentially it's here. You're going to come down to it. Let me screw this on. It's here on your chest, and you pretty much grab it and you kind of bring it up to here. When you give a little bite, all you're doing is applying a little bit of pressure with your hand, and it comes out very, very wonderfully. I like I said, I was a little skeptical. I thought it does take a little used to first run. I'm like, but just like anything, we're learning where the pockets are. It's like the first time you used your iPhone. Like you got to just figure it out, and after a little bit, but really, really awesome. And pretty much the further you on the run and the more empty it is, the more you have to squeeze. And that's kind of my indication on how empty the bottle is, because you can't see the bottle. So you pretty much, you feel your chest, you're like, oh, there's no more liquid there. It's very, very intuitive. I can't believe how easy it is. And it comes with 2 of these. So 2 of these will last me right now in the winter when it's not terribly hot. I can go about 2.5 hours with this, like maybe an hour per bottle. In the summer when I need a little bit more, that's probably going to be an issue. But what I plan on doing, and here's like the goal, I'm going to buy 2 more of these, the exact ones. I'm not going to get the ones with the bottoms. I'm not going to get the wide mouths. I'm just going to get 2 more of these. And then what I'll do is I'll either keep them empty if I know I can find water and I'll put nutrition in them, or I'll just slide them in my pack and they'll stay here, and I'll carry 4 with me if I know in the summertime that I'm going to really need a long amount of time. So here's a summary of all the questions I asked myself. Do I need to go to the most expensive one? No. The answer is no. For my needs, for a 1-day trip, nothing big, 5 hours fine. Is it going to rub, chafe me, and be annoying to wear? Absolutely not. It fits like a glove. When they say how weighted, I don't even know the weight. We'll just tell you this. It's not annoying. You don't even realize you're wearing it. The water bottles, do I need the ones with the tops that help it go, the bottoms that help it go in, and the wide mouth top? The ones that come with that are just completely fine. Is there going to be enough storage? There's storage everywhere. Do I care if I don't have multiple zippers? No, I only need the 1 zipper, I guess, for really valuables. Everything else that's in the packs is not going anywhere. It's nice, stretchy material. 100 miles, haven't really seen anything. The tightening system, very, very easy to use. I like the pack. And I don't regret not going up. And I don't regret my other choices. I think this is going to be the Advanced Skin 5. Pretty much where I'm going to be at unless I really, really progress. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below if I happen to miss anything. This is a new channel, guys. At the end of 2023, I am going to run 1 mile for every 1,000 subscribers I have on this channel. So if you like this content and you want to see my face again, or you just want me to suffer at the end of the year, consider subscribing to the channel, guys, and I'll catch you on the next review.